We've got a very special guest joining us on Sports Rap Live, and you might know him as Drama Beats. That's right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, there he is. Look at that, just like that.
What's up, guys?
Oh man,
man?
we're chilling, man. Glad to have you. Glad to have you on the line. Last Thursday was Young and Reckless edition of Sports Rap Live, so we had a lot of fun with that.
Oh, nice.
Appreciate you and Kev sending us some gear to rock. We were looking fresh out there.
Absolutely.
Doing our thing.
Yeah, that poster was we got a lot of questions about that poster.
Which one? Did you guys get the one with the girl and me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And your package,
boy, yep,
you mean?
That'll do it. That is reckless, my friend.
Very much so.
We just did new ones. Like, I toned them down because so many stores were getting in trouble for putting them up. And
I thought it was dope, man. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think what I'm going to do is just alternate. I'll give people one nice one for kids to put in their rooms, and then I'll put out one dirty one for people to, get mad about.
See, just going with the music. You got the dirty and the clean,
Young and Reckless.
That's it.
That's what it is,
Back and
man.
forth.
That's what it is. Well, if you guys don't know, Drama Beats is from MTV's Fantasy Factory. And as we were just talking about, the newest, hottest brand on the market. You got to live the brand because it's young and reckless. And he's checking in with Sports Rap Live from Los Angeles, California. Said he's getting some downtime at home, so appreciate you joining us for a few minutes.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And thank you for being on time. I got to throw this out there because, we like to interview the ladies, and the ladies think it's okay to show up fashionably late for an interview. And,
I understand.
And especially when these ladies live on the West Coast. And they don't understand that it's 2 hours later here down in Texas.
Unacceptable.
So
that's why I love phone interviews. You catch me on the phone, I'll knock it out just about wherever. If we got to meet in person, I might be late.
That's all right. You live in L.A. You get a pass.
Yeah. L.A. time.
Excellent. All right. Well, I want to get into this interview because people want to hear your voice. And it's rare that we hear a Drama Beats interview out there. So I'm glad that you're jumping on with us. But I got to ask you, Drama, how did it feel when you first got that call from your famous cousin in L.A. that he wanted you to be a part of the hijinks on Rob and Big? And when I say Rob, I'm talking about your cousin Rob Dyrdek.
Yes, sir. Really, to be honest, one very common misconception is that, which is understandable, is that Rob was already famous, already had a TV show when I moved to L.A. The actual way it went is I moved to L.A., and about a month later, they started talking to MTV, and then about a month after that, MTV came in and started shooting the pilot. So even though it did move super fast, I was here right before, Rob Dyrdek was famous Rob Dyrdek. Obviously he's always been super skater. But we kind of, have ridden this reality train together. So really, I mean, to still answer the question, when I moved out to L.A. and, like I said, 2 months later, all of a sudden there's MTV cameras and all of a sudden, it was insane. I couldn't even really wrap my head around what was going on.
It goes fast, doesn't it?
It really did. I mean, I moved out anyway, and regardless, I moved into Rob's house where we filmed the show with him and Big Black. So regardless, I moved into that same lifestyle, the same way that they were living on TV, and it's just, it definitely took a while to kind of get up to speed.
Right. No, I can see that. Well, it's funny because I got to tell you, Mrs. Rapp, my lovely wife, actually, she called it. She goes, what if it was the other way around? What if Drama was out here and got Rob on? Got Rob out here.
Yeah.
She was half
it wasn't
right.
quite that. I definitely can't say that. But
no.
one very, and it's understandable, but a lot of people think like, Rob had a show and then asked you to be on it. Really, when I came out here, I moved out here to be a professional skateboard filmer. So I had been emailing Rob like, hey, I think I could film for you. I think this, that, whatever. He said, well, just come out and see what happens. And this happened instead of that. So thank God.
And there you are. Still living young and reckless. Man.
Still living young and reckless. And that is what, I mean, and don't get me wrong, it is a massive blessing. And it's given me the outlet to promote all of these dreams that I have. So I'm definitely very, very thankful.
And humble.
Hey, that's the way to be.
That's right. That's right. Especially, we got my son Ashton in the studio right now.
What's up, drama?
Absolutely. Ashton, stay humble.
That's right. I want him to be able to have fun, and I tell him all the time, man, you take care of your business first, you can have all the fun in the world. So I'm glad he got to hear that.
Yeah, and I'm the type of person, that's one of the other blessings of being around Rob all day, every day is it's gonna be pretty impossible for me to become unhumble, because being around him every day and all these other mega business people, it's like, especially in LA, there's always somebody doing it harder than you, driving a nicer car, living in a nicer house with a hotter girlfriend. So really, there's no way to get cocky as far as I'm concerned, because somebody's going to put you in your place.
Hey, that's a great outlook. That's a great outlook. All you kids out there, listen to this man. Stay humble, but keep hustling. All right, so we're talking about Robin Big, and I want to squash this because, there's a younger generation. There's a whole generation of internet haters and studio gangsters and people that can hide behind false rumors and hide behind, their raps in the studio when they're not living anything about it. So I want to ask you, and this is hearsay, so I want you to squash this right now. Is there any beef between Big Black and Rob?
There's zero.
That's what
zero beef.
Yeah.
Don't believe the rumors.
Thank you.
Now, I know it gets a little confusing because, on Twitter, on Facebook, you don't know who's who, you don't know who's real and who's kids. But if you tune in to the real Rob and Big Black's Twitter, they've been together recently, actually, a couple times. Big Black came out to the factory, and they've had photos together and that sort of thing. So everything is all good.
Did he bring the kiddo to the factory?
No, he didn't.
Hell
he came
no.
Out he was out. He was out here, I think, on a trip for work, and he just stopped by and checked it out.
That's dope, man.
And I think that's your claim to fame. Like, you're there when people make hack accounts of your name.
Yeah,
on there,
that's what I'm saying. It's a gift and a curse. I mean, really,
exactly.
They do say that imitation is the purest form of flattery. And to us, it's like, really, when you know what's what,
right.
It's funny. You can laugh at it.
That's true. Or make masks of yourself and send them out with a $40 purchase
you
from Young
do
and
that
Reckless.
too, and then people can just run around and act like you. The funny thing is, there was a Facebook. There's a fake Facebook of me and a fake Facebook of Chanel, and the two fake versions of us are apparently dating each other. And
my!
Yeah, we have full relationship arguments on Facebook.
And
so
next thing you
know what you're going to see.
There's going to be a fake illegitimate child out there.
Hey, you know what? That might be on the way.
That's classic, man. All right, well, shifting to more of a sports topic, because we are a sports-related talk show here on the internet. And if you didn't know, you can check us out at sportsraplive.com. But being from Ohio, Drama, I got to ask you, did you grow up a sports fan?
To be dead honest, I'm going to keep it 100% real here. I'm not going to lie because you're a sports network.
By the truth tree.
I'm not that big of a sports fan. I spent my entire childhood dedicated to skateboarding, so I can tell you anything about the skateboard world.
Yep.
But that kind of took all my attention away from sports. So now that I'm becoming an adult and I have, downtime every now and then, I'm really, truly making an effort to get into sports so that I can have a fun thing to do with my other adult friends on weekends. All I want to do is have the joy of drinking beer and watching football, but I don't fully have that yet.
Right. I know. I was going to say, I used to be like that myself. I was a big skater head, and I had started out when I started seeing all the Trans World videos and even going more old school with Animal Chin and everything like that, and then starting to gradually, get into some sports and stuff. So, no, I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah, I think it's a maturing thing. So there are times, I'm not even going to lie, there are times when I do interviews with sports people and I just look up current facts and pretend like I know, but, with you guys, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that.
No, absolutely.
But I have been watching, now I have been paying a little bit more attention, obviously, because of, LeBron. Obviously, I'm a LeBron fan by nature. We're both from Akron, Ohio. So the whole thing with him going to the Heat, and I have been watching the Heat. And I think really, as far as NBA goes, this will be one of the most entertaining seasons ever.
You listened to Sports Rap Live last Thursday, didn't you, Drama? Because that was my.
You guys say the same thing?
That was my theme. I said this is going to be, because there's only one time in my memory that when Jordan retired, that basketball turned the lights out on baseball over the summer? Because usually, training camp starts for NFL in July, August. So you've got to kill time during the dog days of summer. And this summer, it was all NBA talk all summer long.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I'm glad. Let me say this. I'm glad that this is the time that I'm deciding to start to pay attention because, like I said, it's going to be maybe the best in history. We'll see.
Not to mention, you're hanging out with Chad Ochocinco, so I mean, you kind of got to stay up on your sports.
That's what I'm saying. Every now and then I'm around these guys. Kevin Durant's a friend of mine. All these people, and like, it's horrible when you go to them and can't even tell them anything about their own.
Hey, John was going to ask you, did you ever get that cereal from him?
The what?
The Ochocinco's cereal that he had for
No, I
him?
haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. You know, the problem with him is I can't ever tell what's a joke and what's not.
Well, apparently these were distributed in Ohio grocery stores, and come to find out, they were one digit off on the charity.
Their charity number.
Toll-free number. And so when people were calling the toll-free number to donate money after buying their Ocho Cincos, it was a sex line.
So
only him.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah.
You want to talk about reckless? That man has recklessness down to a science.
That's good though, because he has so much fun with it at the same time, and I think that's what
he does.
That's how you got to live it.
No, I'm a fan. I mean, he's definitely on my favorite people list. Him, Floyd Mayweather. I have like a list of favorite people. He's definitely one of them.
I got to ask you if this guy from Sugarland, Texas, right up here at 59 from where we grew up, if you know Kelly Bird. Does that name take you back? Remember Kelly Bird?
Do I know Kelly Bird?
Yeah.
The Kelly Bird I know is in the skate industry.
That's the man, the myth, the legend from Sugarland, Texas. Of course, we all grew up skating together.
There it is. All right. Well, yes, I love Kelly Bird.
Jeff Taylor? That name ring a bell?
Jeff Taylor is our lawyer.
Oh, no, there's another Jeff Taylor, professional skateboarder.
Jeff Taylor. I don't know if I know Jeff Taylor personally. I know Kelly Bird, though.
Excellent. Yeah, that's our generation. So we're a little bit older, but that actually
right.
That leads to my next question because you've gotten really prevalent in the music scene, and you're working with a lot of artists. I know that. Probably the list is too long for you to name off, but what was your background in music before Rob decided to build the Hands of God studio?
What it was really is, I'll keep a long story short. My dad was a drummer, a professional drummer, traveled the world. Actually, he stopped traveling the world because he my mother birthed my brother and I.
Smart man, Mr. Pat.
Yeah. So he decided, hey, I'm going to pay attention to the Path brothers as opposed to traveling the world as a rock star. So there was always drums in my house my entire life, always a drum set. So I always played the drums. In Akron, Ohio, unfortunately, there's no really cool outlet to be a musician. Like, really, all you can do is, A, join the high school band, or B, put together a band with a group of your friends, and since you're all underage, you can't play at bars, so you just play in your friend's garage. So either way, no cool way to do it. So I tried the high school band thing. I tried all this stuff. Nothing ever worked. So always in my mind, I was like, okay, I know how to play the drums, but there's nothing cool about that. I might as well have been, really good at roller skating. So when I moved to L.A., one of my good friends was a music producer, and he's the one day I was at his house, and he started showing me, how you do it. And I was always under the impression that you needed, a multi-million-dollar studio and an education and all this stuff. Really all you need this day and age is a laptop and a keyboard. So he introduced me to it. I instantly fell in love with it, went and bought a keyboard, and ever since then I've just slowly been building, my mini studio, if you will, until I was able to take over a little bit of space at the factory and make the Hands of God studio.
There you go. Sounds kind of like my story, minus the hands on my bum when I'm making some beats. There. No, I totally get you. That's how I roll too. Just piece by piece, Craigslist ad after Craigslist ad or eBay ad.
He's a Micro Center junkie. You should see this kid. He's like peeling through the Micro Center
I'm trying to go through the clearance aisles, seeing what kind of cables I can get dirt cheap.
Yeah, I was under the same thing. What's funny is even after living in L.A., and this was probably about I don't know, halfway through shooting the first season of Robin Big, so I was working on a very tight budget. I actually got, like, my mom had put away, like, some sort of, like, little fund